Guys, you complain you don't like the ads? I hear you. You want to be able to talk to us? I hear you. That's why you got to join us on the Pete and Sebastian Patreon channel for Loose Ends, okay? Sign up, $5 a month. You get 4 episodes of the cast commercial free, plus a 5th bonus that no one else gets. And you get every Tuesday Loose Ends, which is me hosting a live show on our Patreon channel. Often Sebastian joins. I know for a fact he's going to join tonight. We're doing a Loose Ends. That's every Tuesday, hour and a half. DJ Lou comes on. We talk about our favorite songs. We take live calls from so many guests, and you never know what's going to happen. So you want to have some more fun with us? That is the place to be. See you Tuesday on Loose Ends. Thanks to Zocdoc for sponsoring this episode. There are certain times in life where fit really matters, like when you're picking out sneakers to start marathon training, or you're switching to a new brand of boxer briefs, or you're pulling the trigger on buying an engagement ring. All right? That's when size matters, and fit also really matters when it comes to finding the right doctor for your specific needs. You shouldn't have to compromise, and you don't have to thanks to Zocdoc. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and much more. Plus, Zocdoc appointments happen fast. Typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even same-day appointments. I got a tooth cleaning. I'm waiting 3 months. I should have did Zocdoc. Listen, if I need to find a doctor, now I know where I'm going. Zocdoc, baby. It's just so easy to use. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/thecast to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's Zocdoc, ZocDoc.com/thecast, Zocdoc.com/thecast. And book your appointment now. Boom, we're in. Bumpers at the end.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
All right, Pete and Sebastian Show, recording on a Saturday morning. I don't think this has ever been done before.
New ground.
And I got to tell you right off the bat, I don't know where you're at. I am not liking your setup. Bro,
What's up?
Where are you, bro? I feel like someone let you out of a prison or a cave to let you do this for a couple hours, and you're going back in. What is this setup? What the fuck kind of is that a chair you're in behind you? Is that
it's the
black thing?
Yeah. That's my backdrop. Bro, I put a lot of time into this. This is my on-road setup. Can you hear me clearly? Are we delayed?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know where you want me to start, because a lot of what you're seeing is going to be cropped. Is anyone working with us? Can Patrick come in here and explain to you? So what all you're going to see is just a black backdrop on me. Okay.
All right. I get it. Right. Cropping or whatever. I had no idea you were on the road.
Oh, you didn't? They didn't fill you in?
So this is a remote setup for you on the road, but please explain to me.
Right.
The black, whatever you got behind you, was that brought from home? Is this something is it
Correct.
A sheet from the hotel? What is it?
It's brought from home, and I don't like traveling like this. I traveled with a mic, with a camera, with a computer, with the backdrop. I'm not a roadie. What am I doing with all this stuff? I had more equipment than clothes in my bag to come to Long Island. So I had to get up early. Even last night after the show, I literally was going to have an extra beer at the bar and hang out with the owner, Jimmy. And I'm like, I got to get up and set up with Cans and Patrick. So there's certain things. This is a dry run. So there's certain things I didn't think to bring. Like Cans goes, you know what he said to me today? Next time we send you out, we'll send over so you can travel with gaffer tape. Right? What the fuck? That's like, what am I, a roadie for Jackson Brown? Gaffer fucking tape? That's to tape the cables on the stage so the rock stars don't trip over the shit, bro. So we want to get some gaffer tape, apparently, so I can tape my backdrop higher up on the wall. And this is, bro, this is this couch pillows stacked up and then it draped over the pillows. And then they're telling me, oh, can you make it tighter? Can you? So I'm on it like an hour before the show trying to make it tighter. All the pillows came falling down. I'm like, I got to reset up, guys. So like this is, and I'm in a Marriott. It's no coffee. Like, you know, I had to walk a half a mile to get, I'm doing the show with a cold Starbucks that I had to get 2 hours before the show for prep. So, you know, but I'm here, man. I'm psyched to be here. You're throwing me, forget my whole setup. The white T-shirt's throwing me off. I mean, I thought we don't do that after Memorial Day, right? What are you, sailing?
I knew this was good. I knew this was going to take you for a loop.
I deflect. I apologize. Yeah, it did. It took me for a loop.
You know what I notice with you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I give you a dig, right?
Yeah.
You got to give me one right back, right? So there's no just taking it, absorbing it. It's always a rebuttal with, oh, yeah, you think my setup's bad? Your shirt is blinding me.
No, my setup sucks. You're right. It's a bad habit. And I noticed I did it when you got in the car or something, and I made fun of your bag. And I said, oh, is Lana joining us? Because I felt it was a female bag. And you look at my Quicksilver backpack and go, is Sadie joining us? Right? You know? And everybody laughed at yours. And then I was like, this isn't a kid's back. And then, 5 minutes later, I realized it is a kid's backpack. It's a bad habit. I got to get over it. I should have took a pause, but truly I was thrown by the white T-shirt. I apologize. It's a work in progress. We're going to make this better as we go forward if this happens again.
Listen, it's fine. And I knew you had a problem with. Yeah. I knew you had a problem with the T-shirt. As soon as I sat down, that pen of yours started to write. So, do you have white T-shirt on your paper?
No, I thought when you sat down, you heard me because I went, "Whoa!" Like because I just wasn't expecting that, man. Where do we start too? Because I just woke up this morning and saw a video of the full commit of you on Halloween. I don't know when the show's going to air, but like how much later after Halloween. But you were some sort of an octopus. And a lot of times you use a term where you say, no one else is doing this. And it's like a lot of dads are, but nobody else is doing that.
That outfit needs some stage time.
Who else does this? Nobody.
That was unbelievable. And the best was when you go, and then Lana's going to want to have a glass of wine until 1 a.m. on Halloween. Like, it was very funny, man. Just a good video, crazy costume.
Let's get into this. So Lana, throughout our marriage, has been very creative with costumes. Particularly when the kids were born, we tend to do a family outfit. This year's theme was creatures under the sea. So Serafina was a dolphin, Caruso was a puffer fish, I was an octopus, Lana was a seahorse. So I didn't really see the entire outfit till Halloween, where I had basically an orange leotard hanging in my closet to put on. Now it was tight, tight pants, tight shirt. So I put this on, right? And I don't know if you've ever wore like a tight spandex type of, whether it be for working out or maybe it's some type of long underwear or whatever. But you put yourself in a tight leotard on the bottom, you really look at your manhood and go, wow, I got to put some shorts on. I don't fill that shit out, bro. There's like Baryshnikov when he was doing, can we pull up Baryshnikov? Mikhail, I think his name is Mikhail Baryshnikov. He was a ballerina or a ballerino in the 80s, right? And I remember as a
Right.
kid, this guy coming out, and I was like, God damn. Like, yeah, get one with his leotard on.
See, now, can we also get a side Google on whether or not he padded? Because that was a thing in the 70s. Guys put a sock down there, just to make it seem like they got more going on than they did. If I was a ballerina, I would see that could get, I might go to dick pad.
I would think the dick pad or a sock or anything down there would definitely distract or be a hindrance while doing ballerina type moves. Now, so I look down.
You're calling it a distraction, but here we are 30 years later, and you're Googling to see his dick bag. So, like, you haven't even once in 10 years of doing the cast said, oh, do we have a clip of Baryshnikov dancing? But here we are 10 years in, and we're looking for his package.
Yeah,
so,
well,
I think
these aren't good examples.
Oh, yeah.
No. Nah, that's not. There's go scroll down. There's somewhere he comes out, and this thing is like, it's coming out before he is.
Yeah, he's got to be.
I don't know. Oh, here, right there, when he's like up in the air.
Wow.
Now, bro.
Oh, wow.
Is that okay?
Showstopper.
So, bro, dare to say, is that? But this is what I'm talking about. My shit don't fill out the leotard like that, right? Does yours?
That's not. He's got to be wearing a cup. Look at that. It just looks like it almost looks like, I don't want to be crass, but a bloated, like it's like there's no penis.
A bloated vagina. Is it a bloated vagina?
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know what's going on. He's got to have a pad going on there or something. You know what, bro? What about if you're a ballerina like him and you're dancing with all these beautiful women? Do you think you got to wear something in case you get a hard on mid-show? Is that a thing? I mean, I would doubt it, right? But, is that a possibility?
That you bring up an interesting topic that I don't know if a lot of people in the entertainment business, or I always go to far as to say the sport arena. I'm going to ask you point blank, bro. Have you ever had a hard-on on stage?
I never have, man. I was thinking about it. No. I really can't recall that happened.
So, do you think while performing, whether it be a singer, a comedian, a dancer, or an athlete, do you think...
I can tell you
what ran through your head? Go ahead.
What ran through my head is, bro, can't even say this out loud. Like, I pet my dog and it like crossed over me. I started to get an erection. I pushed the dog away. I'm like, am I into bestiality? What the fuck was that? It fucked me up. I'm like, I think I even felt like the dog was like, are you getting a fucking hot on right now? Oh, I don't know. It's probably been a man out there who's like pet a horse and started to get a hard on, and he was probably like, what the fuck is going on with me right now? Why am I getting a hard on petting my horse? Oh, shit. Oh.
So listen.
There's nothing with Luigi yet like that?
No, I haven't experienced any.
All right.
Oh, shit. So,
That's it.
there are certain times in life where fit really matters. Like when you're picking out some sneakers, marathon training, or you're switching a new brand of boxer briefs, or pulling a trigger on that big engagement ring. And fit also really matters when it comes to finding the right doctor for your specific needs. You shouldn't have to compromise, and you don't have to, thanks to Zocdoc. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you could search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental to dental to eye to skin to much, much more. Zocdoc appointments happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking, and you can even score same-day appointments. You look down, you got a rash, you know what? You call Zocdoc, take care of that rash within the next 24 to 72 hours with a healthcare professional near you. Now listen, if I need to find a doctor, I know where I'm going. Zocdoc, baby. I'm a hypochondriac, constantly think I'm dying. So nice to have Zocdoc on standby when I look down and I have a swollen foot. Is that gout? We don't know yet. Let's call Zocdoc. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments. Go to Zocdoc.com/thecast to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's Zocdoc. That's ZocDoc.com/thecast. Zocdoc.com/thecast.
All right, thanks to Seed for sponsoring this episode. Between office parties and family get-togethers, you guys starting to feel more bloated around the holidays? Are you looking for a way to get ahead of that bloat? I know I am. That's why I love Seed. The holidays are busy. Give yourself the gift of benefits in and beyond your gut by taking a probiotic plus prebiotic that is easy and effortless to incorporate into your routine. It's not a big deal. It's just 2 capsules a day. No refrigeration required. It does not get any easier. So this way you can save yourself that precious fridge space, because this stuff doesn't require refrigeration. Seed's DSO1 is formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains to support whole body benefits, including skin health, gut health, immune health, heart health, gut barrier integrity, gut microbiome balance, and micronutrient synthesis, and just, again, 2 capsules a day. I love the Seed case. I love the way it makes me feel. My digestion is better, and I just feel lighter. Get ahead in the new year with a routine that helps you now by going to seed.com/thecast and use the code 25thecast to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DSO1 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/thecast, code 25thecast.
That's how. So, yeah, I don't think, like a wide receiver is going to catch a ball, right? He catches a 30-yard pass. He gets up. He goes back to the huddle. Is he hard?
Right. No, but he's not holding up a hot chick that looks like Natalie Portman with her legs spread doing a spin. You know what I mean? Like, I would imagine a ballerina is so in the zone. It's like playing a sport. If you're playing tennis with a female, you're not getting a hard on because she bent down to hit the ball.
Yeah,
but
no, I think your mind is, you're right. Your mind is elsewhere. You got other things to be thinking about. But anyway, I put this outfit on. We went trick or treating. I want to get into trick or treating, and there's a topic that was brought up with the parents. First, what age is an age where you could send your kid trick or treating with friends and no parents accompanying him? What's the is Sadie going trick or treating by herself with her friends?
No, the whole Jackie and all the moms and dads go. I don't go because I got to give out the candy. So it's a really big thing by us. But that I think that's based on neighborhood, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I lived in LA, I'd say 32. Where we live, I'd say 12. But where you live, yeah, 32 and with a gun or mace. Then you could go by yourself. And that's not the houses. That's the people in between the houses. That's the problem. No, but seriously, anyway, like, well, your little area where you can walk around in there, again, 10, 12.
We don't even have trick-or-treating over here in my neighborhood. Neighborhood is so old. Really? Like, there's no community where I live. So we have to go to another community to trick-or-treat where we have a friend. Right?
That's funny, because you would think, it seems like there is a community. You pull in, houses and blocks. It seems like it would be a very vibrant. You're just saying like like once you get in a neighborhood where the people like my in-laws, they came to my house. And I'm like, you're not trick. And she goes, we don't give out the candy anymore. We don't go home until it's over. You know, we put the light off so that indicates you're not home. But so you got a lot of people of that age not participating.
I don't know what it is with our neighborhood. I think what it is there's a lot of people here that had their house handed down to them from their parents, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just feel like there's just a lot of hodgepodge of people. It's not. I don't know. It's not a vibrant like, hey Tommy. It's you go by the house and go, they got to burn that fucking thing down. I don't know what's going on in there. You know, it's like there's a lot of that. In the neighborhood.
Yeah. It's funny. The relationship I have with my neighbor is, it's all just sports, like, sorry about your Jets and like things like that. But at least it's something. But yeah, you don't have that anymore, man. My dad used to be friends with all the neighbors.
Yeah. No, we don't have that here. So we went to this neighborhood. Now the guy was having a party. And bro, I don't remember Halloween being like this growing up. You wore a costume. You got a pumpkin, and you filled up the pumpkin. And when the pumpkin was filled up, you went home. Right? It was pretty much and so the next topic that we brought up as parents is how long is an adequate time to trick or treat? Like, is it an hour? Is it 2 hours? How long are you out there trick or treating? And when do you go home? What's your take on that?
Well, our town has a start time and a finish time, which is great. So it's 4 to 7, 4 to 7:30, 4 to 7:30. So about 3.5 hour window. So like I got we have a party. So we got all these kids over, and it was like 7:45. And it was warm out, so the kids were all out on my front porch giving out candy and stuff. And at 7:45, someone came, and I said to Sadie, yo, that's 15 minutes after the deadline. Let's shut it down, man, you know? But there was still some stragglers. But my whole town knows that, which is pretty cool, man, and nobody comes before that. But yeah, remember the old days? Like, you'd be like 9 o'clock at night watching TV, ding dong, it's fucking 2 kids in a costume. Like, what the? You know, you got alcoholic parents just getting started right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what that was? That was like the divorced parents where one took them to their neighborhood and then go by dad at 8:30 and do trick-or-treating with dad. Hey, this is great.
Dad wants to experience it now with you.
So now, especially in Los Angeles, I don't know if this is anywhere else in the country, but Los Angeles tends to do Halloween to the nth degree. Some of these houses that you go up to, bro, I'm scared to go to the door. Like, the amount of they got mechanical, like there's like a mechanical man out there, and I'm like, is that mechanical? Are these actors they hired? What the hell? How much, like some of these displays, there got to be tens of thousands. One guy had a grave site in his front yard, and a guy coming out of the grave, like the dirt. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like
people get into it now, man. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable. So, and of course, the neighborhood we went to was nice. It was a gated community, and I got to tell you, bro. What do they call those orange, white candy? They're orange and white. What?
Candy corn?
Okay, candy corn. Growing up, I got loose candy corn in my pumpkin, right? Like loose, like they'll throw like 4 of them in there. They weren't in a packet or anything like that, right?
And then when you dumped, you'd separate the candy corns, go over here, right? And the Tootsie Rolls over here. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Now, we went out to one guy's house. Yeah. They're not even in the house anymore. Like, you don't go up to the door. They're outside. Bro, this guy had a table. It looked like a flea market. I thought it was at the farmer's market. This guy had a table set up, and he had supersized Kit Kat, Snicker. The Snickers was so big, it's like a baseball bat. It didn't even fit in my son's pumpkin, bro. The candy they're passing out now doesn't even fit in the pumpkin. And I got to tell you, I saw something that was total white trash.
Right.
What's your take on this? Kid walking around with a kitchen like garbage bag, like a white kitchen garbage bag that you would put in your small kitchen. Garbage bag. I'm sorry. You show up with a garbage bag. I don't even know if I put candy in that.
Well, it's funny, because sometimes you get like a kid, maybe he's just wearing a mask, and by the time he gets to you, he's not even wearing the mask anymore. So, I try not to, I don't judge by a costume or not anymore, because I'm just glad these kids are out, honestly, walking and doing it. But
oh my God, are you hearing this? I'm sorry. Can you bring Pete back?
Listen, they're wearing costumes, man, but they're just not good ones sometimes. And then I tell the kids when they come up, like, I'll point them out, like these two kids were wearing about Sadie's age. They were dressed as old ladies and they had walkers and gray wigs. I'm like, oh, love the walkers, guys. Take a handful, So I do that, but I go through 22 bags. I'm out on the porch. There's so many kids coming my way that I wouldn't even go inside. Now, here's the thing that might shut down Halloween, and I can't believe it hasn't already, the trick-or-treating. About a half hour in, I had one kid fall off my porch going down the steps. He had to be like 2 or 3, and I have 3 steps down. And he got to the bottom one, he tripped, and he fell in the pack of sand, just so he cried for a sec, but he was fine. Mom picked him up. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring my shit down to the first step. So I took my bowls and I went down to the first step so no one had to climb up. I don't need that. Then I got a cracked sidewalk. So about 40 minutes later, a kid a little older, I don't know about his deal, man. He was like trick-or-treating solo with just his mom. What's that about? You know what I mean? No wingman? No wingman? and he tripped over my crack and he fell. And the mom's helping him up. And I think he might have like had a little brush burn on his hand. Now, for legal purposes, I was about to say, you all right, little fella? I ignored it and pretended like I didn't even see it, because I felt like if I said, are you all right, little guy? We're going to be in court. She's trying to sue me 3 months later, and they're going to go, and what did you say at that moment, Mr. Correale? I'm like, I said, are you all right, little guy? Oh, he's guilty. You knew it was a big deal even then, or you wouldn't have yelled that out in the middle of Halloween now, would you? Next thing you know, half this fucking podcast money, which is nothing pro-lawn, pros-art, whatever the fuck you are. Even Jackie said, oh my God, with the pro-lawn commercials, guy, I almost tuned out and you're my husband. So I can't believe no kid has tripped and fallen and sued and shut down the entire trick-or-treat operation, right? Like, I'm surprised everybody's not at the edge of the property, just like giving them a handoff on the sidewalk. Don't even touch my property, kid, right? Shit, if I trick-or-treat in your house, I would tell Sadie, fake a fucking ankle injury.
You bring up a great point, because a lot of these kids coming to the door, some of these people have like shit popping out of like one guy popped out of a coffin, and it scared the shit out of people. So I'm surprised someone got scared, fell, busted open their head, and a lawsuit is shortly filed thereafter. Yeah,
totally.
And I got to rewind back to the trash bag, right?
Yeah.
I just think the trash bag is a little, how should I say this? You're anticipating a big night, with the candy.
Yeah.
And a pumpkin tells me, I'm gonna get a little candy and call it a night. The trash bag to me sends a message that I'm going to be out here at midnight and I might come back and rob your house
Oh my
with
God.
with the room I got in this bag.
Bro, I thought you were telling me he was wearing the trash bag, pretending to be like garbage. This fucking dude was trick-or-treating with a garbage bag? Oh, holy shit. I might have put garbage in it. I had candy in everyone else's. I just took my own garbage. Oh, thank you. Bro, I think I would have went inside and got him a fucking pillowcase. Right? Jesus.
Well, let me ask
That's
you about
pathetic.
the pillow.
Was it
Let me ask
scented?
you-
What? Yeah, I like the pillowcase. It's classic. Classic.
See, I like the pumpkin. I think it's age appropriate though. Like Caruso had a pumpkin.
Right. That's it.
I think when he gets 9 or 10, you lose the pumpkin and you go with a sack, right?
Yeah. You go to a town where the houses are on top of each other and you get going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No long driveways. So, and don't you love that though about America? Like, I mean, it's terrible that people starving in other parts of the world. But in America, we're giving out like a candy bar that could feed a family for dinner in, rural Saigon. Right? Can you imagine a guy in Saigon, a little village, is coming home with a jumbo Snickers, cutting up 5 slices for the family? Oh, God. We're throwing those in a little pumpkin. They can't even fit shit sticking out of the top of the pumpkin. But you're saying like about these decorations. I was walking my dog 2 days ago. And there's a guy who lives right by me. Such a nice man, right? And a real family man. And he's got this scarecrow on his front porch. He's already got tons of stuff. So this is an add-on. And it's got some sort of wire you can barely see that makes these bats fly around the head. And he hits a light. And as I'm walking by, he's doing the back pedal. He's got a remote and he hits it and he's checking it out for the first time. And the eyes are lighting up and the bats are flying around it. And I'm like, wow, bro, that's fantastic. And then he turns around with a big smile and he goes, that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. If we're not going to do this. And I was like, nah, I hear you. But as I walked away, I'm like, I feel that way more for Christmas. I get hopped up. But like Halloween, it's just it's like a comic that they all love, like a niche. There's just the people love it, man. It's growing. I mean, it's like, there's no meat on the bone though, right? Well, it's just you put up scary stuff, they trick or treat, and then you take it down. There's not even we do a little Halloween party. I guess you do too, right? You end up at a party, didn't you?
Yeah, we ended up at a party and
I guess people are partying now.
yeah, it's just that I can't get into it. I could get into it because I got my kids and I know this is a fleeting moment. I'm watching Caruso and Serafina, every time she got a piece of candy, she ran back to the side, like, Daddy, look what I got. I know in 3 or 4 years, I just want to know, like, here's another thing. I went to the school they had a parade and all the kids walked by with you could tell the smart kids just by the costumes they're wearing, right? Like one kid was dressed as the periodic table.
Holy shit.
I mean,
oh my God.
that's like, another kid. There was a brother and sister team. One was a dictionary, and the other one was a thesaurus.
Oh my God, bro, that's the kind of shit. Like the first one, periodic table. I can hear Elon Musk doing that. Well, when I was in 6th grade, I went as a periodic table. Shit.
Right, and then the one kid, the dumb kid walks by. He's Rocky. By the way, I was Rocky growing up.
Oh yeah.
And man, my mom made my outfits, but they weren't like made like some women or mothers that are good at like, oh my God, your mother made that.
Yeah.
This was the opposite, bro. She took my father's silk robe, right? Yeah. And in white medical tape, Rocky on the back of the robe, right? Like it. So halfway through the trick or treat, on the back it just said "row." You know, the CKY fell off like a shit outfit. One time I was Incredible Hulk. I was Incredible Hulk, right? She put me in a snowsuit, right? And I had Incredible Hulk pajamas. She put the pajamas over the snowsuit.
Oh, that's clever.
And I was the Incredible Hulk,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, fast forward 2024. I was trick-or-treating. I saw the Incredible Hulk. It was one of those things I was going, is that Lou Ferrigno? I mean, like, it was fucking real, bro. These outfits are real.
Man?
Grown man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they get into it, right? Especially in LA. I can't imagine, man. They must like just forget it, right? Was the guy a big dude?
Body, like a bodybuilder. The hair, remember the hair Ferrigno had? I don't even bring Ferrigno up. Ferrigno, and I gotta find this out.
Was it pink?
It was green hair.
It was green.
My question, I guess, was is this a wig?
Oh, of course, man. Come on. Look at that.
Because sometimes it don't look like a wig.
Oh my God.
Bro,
Look at that.
what the fuck is that?
Oh, shit. I used to love that show, man.
Here's a Lou Ferrigno story. You want to hear a Lou Ferrigno story?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know if I told you this one. My buddy back home owns a gym, right?
Mm-hmm,
It's one of these franchise gyms.
Yeah.
And the service Cameo.
Yes.
So if you don't know what a Cameo is there's celebrities on there that you could have wish you a happy birthday, happy anniversary, anything you want.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, you told me this, but off air.
Oh.
You told me this is funny, man. This is funny.
So my buddy hired Lou Ferrigno to basically be the spokesman for his gym.
But a Cameo, is that not allowed? Doesn't a Cameo have to be like, "Hey Lucy, happy birthday"? Instead
you can do like what my buddy said. Hey, he gave him a script, and can you read for the promotional, like, New Year, New You? So Ferrigno,
right,
is like in the gym. He's like, "Hello, everybody," because he's got like a
shit.
He's like, "Hello, everybody. Go to cameo.com. Bring up Lou Ferrigno."
That'd be a lot of cameos. He's probably done a ton of them.
Yeah, but I think you could go and go, "Oh, he's done this. He does." Yeah, so I think Lou Ferrigno Jr. His son's up there. Did Lou retire from Cameo?
Wow, I've never been on this site before. This is wild.
So anyway, so Lou's like, Fit Body. That's what it's called. He goes, "Hey, everybody, come to body camp Fit Bod." You know, like he didn't even get the name of the name of the thing. So my buddy had to go and ask him again. Hey, could you do that over again? You screwed up the thing. So it's quite genius actually to have Lou Ferrigno promoting your gym for $150.
I know, man. It's almost better to keep the one he said wrong and then just cut it at the end. Lou can't say right because he's too busy in there pumping weights to remember lines. Come on down and join him. You know, like, it's just... Now, I wonder if Lou knew, though, would Lou be like, you can't use Cameo for that purpose, man? Like, I mean, if we could use that, why don't we just drop $1,000 and get like some of the biggest names on Cameo to go, "You're listening to the Pete and Sebastian show, and so am I."
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so let's get, who's the biggest name
on Cameo?
Bro, this could be a brilliant idea to promote not even the Pete and Sebastian show, or let's say you got all right. Is there like
Yeah, like you know how sometimes you got to do videos. You do it on a bigger scale than me, but when tickets for a particular one of you,
you know what? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Take it off. I don't want to see it over here because I'm gonna play a game with Pete.
All right.
So I don't want Pete to see this.
Okay.
Okay, bro. All right.
But like I was gonna say, and I'm just making up a name here.
Good.
You know how we have to make those videos like, hey guys, come on down and join me in Calgary. I love you getting, blah, 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 right? When your book or when like my social media team will call and be like, hey man, maybe if you set a video for this city, what if I said to them, instead of that, what if we had David Hasselhoff tell them to come see me? So instead of me having to stand there and make that video, just drop $150, tell Hasselhoff to say what you wanted me to say. And I don't know if that'll make any movement. I don't even know if he's on there, but what do we got?
Let's look up Hasselhoff.
I think he's a big star. He probably doesn't need the money.
He's on here, bro.
He's on there.
And does it say how much he charges here? So, bro, just to message Hasselhoff is $3.
Oh man, what a brilliant idea! I should charge people to text me. So when someone goes to text me, does Pete really need? It says, does he really need to hear this? If you want, it's a $3 surcharge. Oh my God, no one would text me anymore.
That'd be great. Go back to the homepage. I'm gonna do a game, bro. I'm gonna give you the person, and you tell me how much they're charging for a cameo.
All right, but can you give me one just name to just give me an idea, a scale, like just to get you started, Pete? So and so caused this because I don't even know.
Okay. Go, scroll down. I want to see what like if there's a guy that Pete might.
I mean, I can't believe Hasselhoff even does this. Isn't he like a huge star in Germany? Isn't he like the Frank Sinatra?
I would thought Baywatch would have took this guy deep into his 90s.
I think he's famous in Germany or something, like huge, like for singing, like a Sinatra-esque. Did you know about that?
Harlan Williams, you know him? Comedian?
I do, from Half Baked, yes, the comedian.
Yeah. He's charging $99.
And that's like to just kind of like say, hey, this is Harlan, just want to say happy birthday. I hope you have a great day, Kathy. Your family loves you. Be good. All right, bye. Like that length.
Yeah, so happy birthday, bachelorette parties, roast someone, promote a business. It's on there. Promote a business. All right. Kenny G. What's he charging?
Kenny G. God, that's funny. I've never even heard that guy talk. Kenny G is probably charging, considering how much money he's got and the need to do it, $300 for a happy birthday from Kenny G. $700 if you want me to do a little happy birthday. Does he do the flute for extra?
Third video. Let's play that because he looks like he's got an instrument, and then I want Pete to see this.
Oh wow, Kenny G with the clarinet. Oh, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Okay, so Kenny G.
Yeah,
I listened to in the 80s when he was first coming up. My question to you is,
what?
These guys that like made it with a signature look, in the 80s, and then they're taking that look in 40. Like Kenny G hasn't changed his hair in 40 years, right?
No, it's unbelievable, man.
My question is, I see this with a lot of these guys. They keep their look from when they made it. Now, do you think if Kenny G, and he is receding,
right?
If he went like either bald or he cut the hair off, do you think people would go, "Fuck is this guy?"
Absolutely, yeah. He just looks like.
He looks like an accountant with no hair, right?
I mean, Kenny G, if he didn't have that hair, he'd have to carry that clarinet at all times just so we go, what? But, by the way, bro, I'm still thrown by the initial comment to start this whole thing off when I saw him. When you said, I used to listen to Kenny G. I mean, what? Where? When? Like, Doing your homework? Just little clarinet in the background while you're doing math?
Saturday morning when I was doing chores. We used to have them on throughout the house. Bro, you ever vacuum to Kenny G? It's fucking beautiful.
The only thing I ever did to Kenny G is turn the dial. But it's funny because I distinctly remember my uncle telling me once at a family function how he went to see Kenny G at Jones Beach, and he goes, "Man, it was the greatest start to a concert ever. All of a sudden the lights go out and a spotlight just comes on. You hear the clarinet." And he goes, and I look to my right and Kenny G is just coming down the steps playing the clarinet, making his way to the stage. And like, it always stuck with me, man. Like, wow.
Okay.
Kenny G. Okay. So, can I hear a little Kenny G? I just want to hear what I'd be dusting my bookcase to at 9 a.m.
Wishing you a very happy 70th birthday. This is from Brad, who says that you and Ian met them on a trip to New Zealand 20 years ago, and you've been friends for life since, with your reunions in Dubai, Seattle, San Francisco. And a big shout out to Liz, Anna, and Jenny as well. I guess you're just all family now. So happy birthday to you. Your 70th birthday, what a milestone. Let me wish you happy birthday in the best way I know how, with music. All right, Jill. Happy 70th birthday to you. All my best.
What? Holy, how much is that worth, bro?
Well, are you blown away what you get for?
Yes, I'm literally, he gave so much. I'm like, is he like 3 times divorced and like living on the street? What the fuck did he? Jesus Christ. I would do less for my own grandmother. My message to my own grandmother would be shorter. Holy. And then I'm like, there's no way he's coming back to talk after the clarinet. And he came back. One more time. Happy. Oh, were you blown away?
I'm sitting there watching this, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm not gonna shit on anybody's hustle. People got to make money. I get it. But I'm watching this and I go, if I ever get to the point, right, where I'm going, hey, Tom, I understand that you broke your leg and you need a little pick-me-up. Right? What do you think of this one? 2 guys walk into a bar. Now, if I'm doing that, bro, if I'm doing that, I got problems.
Yeah, well, depends on the price. Like, after seeing what Kenny G just did, I would expect him, when they go cut, he goes, okay, now let's go buy a car. You know? Like, like at least a Subaru. That's a $26,000. It's a private, bro, that was a private show. I mean, holy, how much was that worth? How much does he do that for?
$375.
That is frightening, dude. That blows me away. $375. I feel like he could like burn $375 in that same amount of time with a big lighter and not even care. Isn't he? What's the net worth on Kenny G? Can we get that?
We're having such a good time. We're just gonna continue this next week. We can't break, because if we break, we're going to lose momentum. So thank you for listening. Check the rest of this episode out next week. We will see you then.
Thanks to Seed for sponsoring this episode. Between office parties, family get-togethers, hanging at bars during Christmas time, do you feel more bloated around the holidays? Are you looking for a way to get ahead of the bloat? I know I am. It's like I have one thing and my stomach pops out. It drives me nuts. Like literally, glass of orange juice and it looks like I'm pregnant. But that's why I love Seed. The holidays are busy. Give yourself the gift of benefits in and beyond your gut by taking a probiotic plus prebiotic that is easy and effortless to incorporate into your routine. Just 2 capsules a day. No refrigeration required, so you can save yourself that precious fridge space for other foods that you probably don't need. Seed's DSO1 is formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains to support whole body benefits, including gut health, skin health, heart health, immune health, gut barrier integrity, gut microbiome balance, and micronutrient synthesis. You ready for this? In just 2 capsules a day. I love the Seed case. I love the way it makes me feel. My digestion is better. I just feel lighter. Get ahead of the new year with a routine that helps you now by going to seed.com/thecast and use the code 25thecast to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DSO1 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/thecast, code 25thecast.